I think a lot of times when we are dealing with the busyness of everyday life with work and school and whatever else might come into our schedule, we tend to forget to take care of ourselves and our mind and our body and our soul. So today in this video, we're going to have a quick talk about mental health and eating well. Since I work for myself and I work from home, and I'm very blessed to work from home, that is, I love to start off my days with stillness and intention. Intention for how I'm going to proceed the day with positivity or negativity, and of course I'm always going to choose positive. And I love to have some tea as part of my morning ritual meditation. It really helps me really thank God and thank the universe for allowing me to see another day, and it also of course helps my body and my immunity. I'm throwing in some blue vervain because my period was about to start, and that helps my cramps out a lot, as well as help to balance my hormones. Now I'm going to go ahead and make myself a delicious green juice made from simply 4 green apples and made from a cucumber. There is now a Mother's Day sale going on with Covings. All of the juicers and blenders are currently 20% off. This is the second biggest sale of the year, and you do not want to miss it, as these are my favorite juicers of all time. They are literally the best cold pressed juicer on the market. They can not only make cold pressed juices but also nut milks. They can make sorbets and frozen ice cream, and they're so versatile, and you can literally do so much with one machine. If you're interested in this juicer, go ahead and check out the link in description box and use code ITALEATS for 20% off up until Mother's Day. Whoa! Oh. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another I Tell Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. So I just wanted to come on here really quickly and say that this video is dedicated to coming out of a really hard mental state that I had been in for the past 2 or so months. I had an event that happened to me that was pretty traumatic for me, and it really hit me hard. And on top of, having to heal from that, I also was literally wrapping up school that was incredibly intense, not doing well at all mentally, while also having school. And also, your girl is a business owner, your girl is an entrepreneur. I cannot necessarily request a sick day per se when it comes to my business, or a sick week or paid time PTO. Everything that I do is dependent on me, and any other people who are content creators or everything, they know the struggle. They know the deal of it. Also, the fact that my biggest platform with, I think about 137,000 now, it's on Instagram. Instagram is a completely different thing compared to YouTube. YouTube, it's okay to post maybe once every 2 weeks, but Instagram, you need to be posting every other day. So dealing with all of these things while also dealing with my mental health had been incredibly hard for me the past 2 months, and I don't even know how I got through it, other than God and my family and friends and the support that I've had. Also, on top of just eating well, forcing myself to eat good food. That's everything that was able to really help me come out of the state of mind that I was in. So yeah, some things that helped me were just journaling, going outside into nature, not trapping myself in the house every day, spending time with people who I love and with people who love me. All of these things really helped me come out of a dark stage in my life, and I feel reborn. I feel so fresh. I feel renewed. I feel really good about myself. And it's just a reminder that no matter what happens in your life, no matter what you go through, what you're going through, just know the storm will always pass and the sun will come again. There's always a rainbow after a storm. And I'm finally feeling like I'm just coming back to myself. I'm starting to just smile more, listen to music more. I'm just feeling so good. And I am loving making myself these meals that are nourishing my body, because I could have slipped into a state of mind where I didn't eat anything but junk food. I could have eaten fries all day and vegan chicken tenders and just honestly eaten a lot of terrible food, but I've been really nourishing my body, and that makes me so happy. So yeah, it's important to make sure you're eating well no matter what state of mind you're in, but especially if you're not doing very well mentally, it's very important to eat well to nourish your body, which will essentially nourish your mind as well. I've been eating a lot of walnuts. Walnuts are like really great for your brain health, so I don't know, maybe walnuts helped me feel better as well. Yeah, I just wanted to say, if anybody's out there that's having a tough time mentally, just know you're not alone. Lean on your support system. If you can get therapy, go ahead and get therapy. But if you can't, go for a walk, go into nature, journal, talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your support system, and I guarantee little by little you're gonna start to feel a lot better. Anyways, now I'm hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and make this cereal that I have been obsessing over for the past like few weeks. I'm also gonna develop a new recipe, which is a vegan omelet made from pumpkin seeds. So let's go ahead and make those. Lately, I have been obsessed with this combination of cereal. It's been so delicious. And Alkaline minus the sunflower seeds. I usually use walnuts, but I've been overeating walnuts and they make my stomach hurt right now. But I also made my own homemade date paste because date syrup at Whole Foods costs $9 per bottle, and that is crazy. So I just bought some dates, soaked them in hot water, and blended that with some vanilla, and I have my own homemade date caramel that tastes so freaking good. I'm building up this cereal with a base of kamut puffs. Kamut is an ancient grain that is also alkaline, Dr. Sebi approved, and it tastes really good. It honestly tastes like nothing. It's kind of like rice. It's like a flavor thing. It's gonna taste like what you add to it. So this cereal is so good. It makes me feel so happy, and after recovering from a few months of just having very poor mental health, I need to make sure I'm eating things that make my body feel good, but also make my mind feel good as well.
Darkness in my mind, pain that I can't leave behind. I know there's a silver line that I can't see. All the cold and sleepless nights, running out of ways to fight. I know there's a morning light in my reach.
So now I'm snacking on some pumpkin seeds, aka pepitas, that were so good and full of protein, but I'm doing this because I've decided to brook out the pumpkin seeds and make a pumpkin seed vegan omelet. So I actually developed a recipe that was pumpkin seed scramble, like vegan scrambled eggs, and I shared that on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, and a lot of people really loved it. So you can go ahead and go to the link in description box and check out that recipe if you're interested. It's on my website. But I wanted to develop another recipe using pumpkin seeds for a vegan omelet. Plot twist, surprise, surprise, foreshadowing, it's not completely ready just yet. The first time I accidentally poured way too much batter into the pan, which I honestly should not have done, but I did it by accident. And the second time I let it cook on one side for too long, so even though it turned it into a perfect omelet, I accidentally burned the side. But you know what, it's okay, because as a food blogger, this is my job to test things. Not everything's gonna turn out perfectly every time.
I could search forever for a piece I'll never know, but I can't help but focus on the things I can't control. All the darkness in my mind, pain that I can't leave behind. I know there's a silver line that I can't see. All the cold and sleepless nights, running out of ways to fight. I know there's a morning light in my reach if I keep buying time.
So I'm blending the seasonings with the soaked pumpkin seeds, or the pumpkin seeds that I cooked in hot boiling water, as well as seasonings, and blending that. And then I'm adding some baking powder to make it all puffy and nice. As you can see, I poured way too much batter inside. Womp, 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 womp. I don't know what I was thinking. I literally almost poured the entire thing. You can see now this omelet looks so much better. It was actually able to fold and it looks almost perfect, except for the fact that I accidentally cooked it on one side for too long. It was completely edible. It wasn't even burnt. It didn't even taste burned. It was just that I accidentally cooked it on one side for too long. So don't worry, the recipe is perfectly fine. It's just to be more responsible than me and not overcook it on one side. But of course, we do not waste food on this side of the internet, so we just topped it with some beautiful, deliciously sweet cherry tomatoes, some scallion, and we ate it up.
There's a storm inside my dreams.
Ooh, that was pretty.
I'm still standing on 2 feet. Let the current carry me when the water gets too deep. All the darkness in my mind, pain that I can't leave behind. I know there's a silver line that I can't see. All the cold and sleepless nights, running out of ways to fight. I know there's a morning light in my reach if I keep buying time.
I have not done anything today. So yesterday was my very first day of being done with classes for the entire year. I had wanted to, take classes during the summertime so that I can graduate faster, but I realized that my mental health is more important than graduating like a year early or a semester early. School was really, really hard past year, especially with my mental state the past 2 months. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and relax and not do any classes this summer. I just can't. So yesterday was Monday, the very first day of not doing school. So I said I was gonna wake up at like 12 or 1 and just, relax. I didn't. Immediately I started to work on the blog. I started editing it. And I was like, okay, I need to relax. Do I know what it means to relax? And so today I started to develop the omelette recipe, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't know how to relax, or maybe I just love my job. Maybe I just love the thing that brings me money. I don't know what it is. But yeah, today I really didn't do anything. I watched YouTube. I read a bit of Catching Fire. I'm actually rereading The Hunger Games, which is like one of my favorite books ever. What I wanted to do was just sit on the couch and relax. I didn't want to work on the blog. I just wanted to do nothing, and I have accomplished that. So I think I'm gonna try to take a nap. I don't know, I feel so restless. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to accomplish a nap. I might just go to the park for a walk and go to the gym, read a little bit. We'll see. But sometimes you just need those days that are do nothing days. On the weekend, I didn't have the weekends off. The weekends I would go really, really hard on my blog because I am self-employed. That's how I make my money. So I would really go really hard on the weekend. So I never really had like time off for myself. So not doing anything today felt so weird for me. It kind of felt like I was being unproductive, but there's nothing unproductive about taking one rest day after having like a year of constant work, Rest days are very important to your mental health, but also your physical health. There's so many things that can happen if we feel our stress just coming up. So yeah, one of these days, if your schedule allows it, take a rest day. We need to be able to remember that, hey, the work is not gonna get done if we are too tired and too exhausted to get the work done. Anyways, I'm gonna read a little bit more of Catching Fire, go on a mini walk, go to the gym, and then make dinner or whatever order that all comes in. Yes, it is officially springtime. It is almost officially summertime, but the grocery store is still selling butternut squash. So as long as the grocery store has something, I will consume it, okay? And butternut squash is really good for you. It's full of antioxidants. It's got so many nutrients, and it's also Dr. Sebi approved alkaline, and I flat out love this. So I use this to make some like mashed butternut squash instead of mashed potatoes. I steamed this for a little bit, and it only took like 15 minutes to steam. It was actually super duper easy. Then I went to prepare a sort of simple black bean stir fry with some sliced onion and sliced red bell pepper. And I also put some seasonings, sauteed that in olive oil and with thyme, and I put some coconut aminos that added a lot of flavor, and I didn't need to add a lot of salt, so that was another plus. Ever since I did my raw vegan fast a week or so ago, I have been wanting to include a raw element in every part of my meal. So I was gonna make this like sauteed down cooked marinara sauce, but I told myself, you know what, why not make my raw vegan marinara instead? So I used that, and it tasted so good and tasted so fresh. I loved it so much, and it's better for your digestion. Not everything needs to be cooked all the time, and you're losing a lot of nutrients when you cook food all the time as well. I went ahead and plated this up with a mashed butternut squash, topped it with the marinara sauce, and then topped that with black beans. And I made some vegan ranch the other day out of some hemp seeds, so I put that on top of it, as well as some scallion and cherry tomatoes.
Talk about this, talk about that, it ain't really a secret though. They don't say, come outside, come outside. I said it don't really matter what you do, it's just how you do it, you know what I'm saying? There's some coffee with the fry, I tell you. And then sacrifices, I make it.
After I allowed my food to digest from the last meal of the day, my mom and I decided to head out to the gym, and I love to get my body moving, especially after I eat a meal. Going to sleep after eating a meal, immediately after eating a meal, never feels good to me. I came home and instead of drinking a Gatorade that's full of dyes and sugar, I decided to drink some coconut water that really helped to replenish the energy that I lost during the workout. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!
Streetlights flicker on, I should be leaving. Cherry cape around my shoulders, I could